We'll go now to the starting lineups. We'll start off with the visiting Draper APA Eagles, and Scott Langford will bring you those starters as you see them here at the Sevier Valley Center.
All right, a senior, Samantha Karchner, will start in the middle. She wears number 3, and as you mentioned, averaged 18 points a game. Bailey Bluth, a junior, number 4, will start, and she averages just about 3 points per game, 5 points per game rather. Vanessa Moctezuma, a junior, so she'll be back. She's averaging 6.5 points per game. Wears number 5, I mentioned. 10, Lala Baldwin, a senior, commit to Snow College. We got a couple college commits on this floor for basketball. And then Amin Ajak, a sophomore for these Eagles, number 15, and they're coached by Dan Baldwin.
And the starters now for the home team, the Kanab Lady Cowboys. First off, running number 5 is a senior guard, Savannah Bateman. Number 10 is a senior forward, Taylor James. Number 24, a junior center, Riley Little. Number 11 is a senior guard, Emily Gilberg. And number 23, a senior guard, Haven Syret. For the Kanab Lady Cowboys, they'll be wearing their home whites with the red letters and numbers, white and silver trim, and Draper APA in their road reds with the white letters and numbers, and navy blue trim around their jerseys. Scott, any keys you see as we come into this game?
I think it'll be intensity. I think the team that plays intense most intensely can win it. And like I said, I'm really hoping that these teams will play for that ability to end their season on a win, and in some cases end their careers on a win.
Yeah. So we'll watch for those things in this game. It'll be Kanab going left to right across your radio dial, TV and computer screen, and Draper APA going right to left.
Yeah, these two teams are friends. I mean, Coach Baldwin's done a good job of making sure, and Coach Glover as well, that this is a pretty friendly rivalry.
Officials say they're ready to go. It'll be Little for Kanab, Karchner for Draper jumping it. Tip is up. It'll be controlled by Little into the backcourt to Syret, up the floor to Bateman. Left wing, she'll come back up top to Syret. Right wing out of Gilbert, left open. She'll launch the 3 off the backside of the glass, no good. Rebound by Bateman inside. She'll step back with a 15-footer, no good. And Karchner has it for Draper APA.
Yeah, just a couple misfires, a little short on the rim.
Baldwin brings it up. Hesitates as she backs out, steps to her left, launches the long 2 off the glass, didn't draw iron. Backside rebound battle for it, it's on the ground, both teams go for it, and it'll be a jump ball, which will keep it with Draper APA.
Yeah, these two first possessions were a little bit rough, so it's a little bit interesting to see if they're going to let them play this afternoon.
It'll be Eagles basketball on the baseline, Baldwin to inbound, box set here for Draper. She'll lob it out. High for Bluth, left wing Karchner, sets for 3 over Janes, high arch, knocks it down. Samantha Karchner with the triple.
Yeah, that was from outside the college three-point line. Big triple for Karchner.
She's a player.
Yes, she is.
Up top, Syret, left side high to Bateman, pumps in the shot, dribbles in the left hand, tries to go high post, ball got tipped. It's still loose, Little runs it down, comes out to Syret, left wing Bateman rises for 3, and she gets the answer. Savannah Bateman with a triple to tie the game.
She's been doing that her entire career. You cannot leave her alone.
Left wing Moctezuma, down the lane to Karchner, 14-footer in the lane, nothing there, rebound taken by Little. Syret pushing the pace up ahead to Bateman. Short corner it goes now. James tries to drive in, lost the basketball, stripped on the way, and Baldwin has it.
And Moctezuma did a good job of getting a hand in the passing lane, knocked that down.
Left wing Bluth. Works her way up top and goes to Moctezuma. Hands it to Baldwin. Baldwin looking to curl down the right side of the lane, creates some space, fades away from 17 feet, no good. Syret the rebound for Kanab.
Baldwin, tight defense, face guarding for the senior.
Bateman skips it to James. Back to Bateman, left wing, she'll rise for 3, and the lead. Savannah Bateman, back-to-back triples.
Yeah, Savannah Bateman feeling it this afternoon.
6-3 Kanab, 6:07 to go here in quarter number 1. Up the floor comes Baldwin, right side high to Bluth, deep 3 on the way. Stuck between the rim and the backboard, jump ball, gives it to Kanab.
So the jump ball, it looked like, we couldn't see from our perspective, it looked like it was going to be online. How about that? Riley Little jumps up at the rim and knocks that ball out. That's crazy.
6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Syret will bring it up the floor for Kanab. Takes a bump from Baldwin and a foul called on Baldwin.
Definitely not the foul that Lala wanted to pick up, just a silly one way up front.
Inbounding on the near side is Gilbert. Into the backcourt comes to Syret. Syrat comes now to Gilbert. Low block into Little, working on Ajax, kicks it back out to the wing to Gilbert. Works her way right to left in the lane, puts up the runner off the glass and gets the finish. Emily Gilbert's first points.
Well, that was a talented shot. That was with the left hand going to the left. That's a tough one. Makes it anyway.
Baldwin yo-yos up top. On the right side, rejects the screen, pick and pop out to Karchner. Karchner dribbles into the left hand, goes to the corner, and they swing it out to Bluth. She'll set for three. Off the back of the rim, no good. Long rebound, Moctezuma dribbles left side and reverses out to Bluth. Bounces high to Karchner. Nothing backdoor. She'll step back for the straightaway three. In and out. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Kanab. Draper basketball.
Yeah, Karchner's got a pretty shot from the outside. And you mentioned how many threes in the game prior? 3 down in Kanab?
Yeah.
I think you said
yes.
so. She can hit him from out there.
Candace Archuleta into the game for Lala Baldwin. She'll inbound. Comes into Ajax in the right corner. Right side high, Moctezuma. Up top now to Bluth. Right side now to Ajax. Back up top to Bluth. They reset. Left side high, Archuleta. Up top, Karchner. Guarded by James, so go right side to Ajax. They continue with this 5-out offense. Coach Baldwin readjusting now. He'll go left wing to Bluth. Tries to go to Karchner on the low block, short corner. Out of bounds it goes.
Well, that was a tough pass. There was tight defense is why it went out of bounds.
Coach Glover calls a timeout, wants to talk about where things are at. We'll take it with him. 4:42 to go in the first quarter. 8-3. Kanab leads Draper APA in this 2A girls third place game on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
Jones and DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they provide value beyond the project, creating places where people live, work, and thrive. For over 40 years, they've proudly served our communities, enhancing lives through their work. Join their team and become a dedicated community improvement leader. Whether you're an engineer or just love infrastructure, they invite you to seek a career with them. Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
5-point Kanab lead coming out of that timeout. 4:35 to go in quarter number one in this girls' third place game. Low block into Little, drop step on Ajax, off the glass and in. Riley Little with her first points.
You know, I don't know why you would do anything else but just give it to Little right at the basket every single time.
Moctezuma up top. Goes out to the volleyball line to Bluth. Right side now to Ajax. Lob in for Karchner. And Janes jumps the passing lane and a foul will be called. It's going to go on Karchner as Janes stepped in to steal it.
You know, Taylor Janes is one of those people that she does all the other things. She's got her hands on the ball, she'll grab it, she rebounds, defends, slides over. You know, we've watched her for several years too, just really a great player doing the other things.
Stepped into more of a scorer now as a senior than she has in years past where they didn't need her to be a scorer. She has it on the low block here, being double teamed, able to pass it out to Syrat. Working her way down the lane right side, puts it the runner, blocked by Ajax out of bounds, remains Kanab basketball.
Taylor's got a grandma who's super proud of her. So I've worked for years with Michelle and her husband Chad. So
Riley Little to inbound underneath for Kanab. Lobs left wing for Bateman. Into the corner to Little. She'll rise for three. Air ball hard. Backside rebound, Syrat. She'll work her way around as they reset offensively. Down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. Lob high post to Little. To the wing to James. She'll set for three. Off the rim, off the glass, no good. Little, the rebound goes back up and got it to go.
Man, just too tall. Riley Little I love that she kept the ball up high, didn't bring it down at all where no one else could get it.
12-0 run right now for Kanab. They lead by 9. Pass to Karchner in the short corner. Guarded by James. She'll drive baseline, kicks it to the left corner to Archuleta. High arch on the three, in and out. Rebound by Karchner for Draper. Going to go right to left across the lane. Faces up, comes back out up top to Bluth. Right side high, Moctezuma. To the wing to Ajax. Back out from Moctezuma, who was cutting in, able to save it to Karchner. Picks up her dribble, looking for Archuleta, gets it to her high. Backdoor cut for Karchner, fades away from 10 feet on the baseline, in and out. Ajax there for the offensive putback.
Ajax just in the right place at the right time. Karchner makes a nice fadeaway bucket. It's a tough one, but Ajax there to clean it up.
Syrat brings it up now for Kanab, leading 12-5.
Stops the 12-0 run.
Trying to go from Bateman into Janes and threw it behind her as she was cutting through. Out of bounds it goes. So into the game now for Kanab. Castino, Glazier, and Daya as Syra, Janes, and Gilbert come out. And also coming back into the game for Draper APA will be Lala Baldwin, and also coming in Yasmina Klebik, while Ajak and Moctezuma come out.
That's a lot of substitutions.
Driving left side, Karchner got ahead of steam, puts up the runner, no good, but free throws coming for Sammy Karchner, and Savannah Bateman will pick up her first.
Yeah, Savannah Bateman just got too much body on it. You can see as we go up, left hand on the body as Karchner goes up, just pushes to the side.
Karchner has 3, looking to add to it here. Round the rim and drops it in.
These girls playing hard.
2:31 to go in the first quarter. Karchner makes them both. She has 5 points, 12-7 your score. Up the floor now comes Glazier. Left side high to Bateman, steps into a 3 as the defense was sagging, missed it short off the rim. Archuleta the rebound. Baldwin, one-hand pass down the floor for Karchner. Right side layup. Little gets back. She turns around, fades away, off the glass, and gets it to go.
What a nice shot. She does a really good job of letting Riley Little clear, and then the step-back bank shot.
6-0 run right now by Draper APA to make it a 3-point game. Up top, Daya. Left wing, Bateman. Backs out up top. Goes right wing to Daya. Dribbles into the left hand. Back out to Bateman. Deep 3 on the way. Off the rim, no good. Little, the rebound goes back up and in. Riley Little with 6.
And people will want over the back on that, but not at all as the ball's just, it's up high and straight. There's not a lot of contact.
Baldwin across the timeline. Crosses over. Daya pokes it away. Baldwin gets it back, and Daya will be called for a foul on the second reach.
Yeah, it was the second reach. The first one wasn't too bad, and then she falls on the back of the legs of Lala Baldwin.
Carson Cutler, Taylor Janes into the game for Kanab as Little and Bateman come out. Archuleta checks out for Draper as Moctezuma comes back in.
Lots of substitution for Kanab.
Now they've already gone 4 deep, has
Yeah.
Kanab. 2 deep for Coach Baldwin and Draper. Right side high with it is Klebik. She'll go high to Karchner, and Daya both hit the floor, and they're going to call a traveling violation on Karchner.
Yeah, I think Karchner turned an ankle on that.
Kind of just an awkward position where she backed up right into Daya. Both girls went down. Coach Baldwin wanted a foul called, but doesn't get it. Left wing Castino. Bounces up top for Janes. Nothing there on the drive. Kicks to the corner to Glazier. Glazier kicks it left wing Castino. Out to Glazier. Right wing Janes. She'll set for 3. In and out. Rebound Castino. Blocked on the shot by Karchner. Moctezuma has it.
Yeah, Karchner got up and did that one. She's limping pretty heavily, but had a nice block.
Has that big brace on that right ankle, and that's where she's limping as Baldwin draws the foul on Daya, which will be her second. Third team foul on Kanab with under a minute to go here in the first quarter.
I think she'll get a little bit of break to work on that ankle for a second. Ajak coming back in.
Baldwin to inbound on the far side. Three-pointer on the way from Klebik. Missed it short. Rebound by Janes. And she'll slow things down. Gets it to Glazier to bring it across. Goes left side high to Cutler.
A lot of young talent on this Kanab team.
Yeah, 2 freshmen right now on the floor.
Yeah.
Right wing Glazier. Up top Daya, straightaway 3, high arch. Nothing but net. Sydney Daya with a triple, her first points.
That's what makes Kanab so dangerous is they've got so many girls that can hit the 3 from the outside.
Yes, they do. 8-point lead for Kanab. Left wing with it is Bluth for Draper. One-hand pass to the short corner to Klebik. Driving baseline, got cut off. Kicks out to the corner, long 2 for Baldwin. Air ball, rebound Glazier.
I think Daya may have got a finger on that one.
Glazier up the floor for Cutler. Makes the catch, lost her footing. And a foul will be called on Bailey Bluth.
So I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
She must have stepped on the foot.
First foul on Bluth. Third team foul on Draper APA. Baldwin comes out of the game again for Draper. Castino to inbound, gets into the backcourt to Glazier. Down to 6 seconds in the quarter. Comes right side high to Janes. Down to 3 seconds. 2 seconds. I'm not sure they realize it. Now she dribbles down the lane and runs out of time. At the end of 1, it is Kanab 17, Draper APA 9 in this 2A girls third place game on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed Centricom Fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Hey bud, dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
Alright, this round's almost over.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centricom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
The Kane County School District is proud to serve students and parents in Kane County, while making it a priority to focus on every student every day. Kane County School District makes it easy and convenient to find information about local schools, the district calendar, announcements, Board of Education minutes, as well as your students' grades and attendance, all at kanek12.org. That's kanek12.org. You can also follow the Kane County School District on Facebook. Rigor, Relationships, Relevance. The Kane County School District.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the Sevier Valley Center. 17-9, your score. Kanab on top. Scott, what'd you see in the first 8 minutes?
Well, I liked the competitive play, but just too much Kanab Cowboys inside and outside.
Up top, Archuleta works her way right side high. In and out dribble, looking to drive right, cut off by Gilbert as Kanab brought the 5 starters back into the game. Now 3 from Karchner on the right wing as Sammy Karchner knocks it down. She has 10 to lead all scores.
Yeah, comes back after getting her ankle attended to and immediately knocks down a triple.
Across the timeline now comes Syra. Right side high to Little. Faces up on Ajak. Cutting through is Janes to the corner to Gilbert. She'll set for 3. Too hard. Backside rebound by Janes. Comes up top to Bateman. Left wing Syra. Back to Bateman as they reset. Right side high Gilbert. Nothing on the cutter. Comes high to Little. High left side now to Bateman. One hand pass to Janes up top. 18 seconds. Backdoor cut to Little. Knocked away by Ajak. Ball's on the ground. Both teams dive for it. Bateman has it. She rips it away. Out to Syra. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Now to Janes. Janes curls in the lane. Lost the basketball. Gilbert picks it up. She'll go right to left. Puts up the runner against Ajak, and out of bounds it goes off of Ajak with 3 seconds on the shot clock.
Kind of a frantic sequence, but just out of bounds.
Yeah.
Gilbert had to throw that up. There's not enough time for a pass and a shoot. So,
Lala Baldwin back in for Draper APA as Archuleta comes out. Syra inbound, 4 low for Kanab. 3 seconds on the shot clock. They lob out for Janes. Janes comes up top to Gilbert. To the corner to Bateman and just ran out of time. A shot clock violation on Kanab as Bateman rattled in the 3.
It did go right into Savannah Bateman is feeling it today.
Yeah, 2 threes in that first quarter. Up the floor comes Baldwin. Goes out to Karchner. Thought about the 3. Now comes off the screen. Dribbles left side. Cut off by Bateman. Bounces out for Baldwin, but it goes to Moctezuma instead. Baldwin crosses. Kicks it left wing to Moctezuma. Poked away on the ball by Syra. Gets it back and goes out to Bluth. Right wing Ajak. She'll launch the 3. No good. Rebound by Little for Kanab. Up the floor. She gets it to Syra. Picks up her dribble. Looks for some help. Into the corner to Gilbert. Down the lane. Low block into Little. Turns. Goes up. Draws the foul. Free throws coming for Riley Little.
That might be 2 on Lala Baldwin, too.
Yes, it is.
That's big trouble for Draper APA. They cannot afford to have her off the floor.
Right. And she's been out. Coach Baldwin pulled her out a few times in that first quarter. As Little makes the first free throw. First free throw attempt of the game for Kanab. Little now has 7. Second free throw, good.
Got a little smooth. That's a smooth shot.
Yes, it is. 7-point Kanab lead, 19-12. 6:04 to go in the first half. They've led by as many as 9 in this first half. Baldwin off the screen, goes short corner to Bluth, out to Karchner on the wing. Backdoor cut for Baldwin, makes the catch in traffic, throws it up, no good off the rim, rebound by Syra.
Yeah, Little got a hand on that ball.
Now Syra tries to work her way around the defensive pressure of Baldwin, gets it across the timeline to Janes. Right side high now to Gilbert, down the lane for Little. One dribble, kick to the wing to Bateman. Bateman, skip pass to Gilbert. Into the short corner to Little. Guarded by Ajak, drives baseline around her, drift pass, and knocked it out of bounds by Moctezuma. It'll be Kanab basketball on the baseline.
Yeah, pretty good defense, and I'm not sure that's really Kanab's game to get that fast, as they were taking a lot of moves and making quick passes.
Cyrus inbound 4 low here for the Lady Cowboys. Lobs high down the lane for Little, makes the catch, out to Janes, 3 on the way, high arch, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound battled for, and Little has it for Kanab, but she stepped on the baseline out of bounds. Draper basketball.
Coach Bald was standing there pointing down at the floor saying she didn't step out. But that's kind of what I talked about, get it to Little each time. But Draper APA did a really good job of collapsing on Riley Little. Made it hard.
Baldwin across the timeline for Draper. Guarded by Gilbert. Skip past the Bluth. 15-footer on the right side. Off the back of the rim, no good. Bateman with a great box out in the rebound. Remains a 7-point Kanab lead. 5:05 to go in the first half. Cyrus guarded by Baldwin. Right corner to Gilbert. Down the lane to Little, a little bit low of a pass, and it's going to be picked up by Bluth. As a result, Kanab turnover.
Yeah, got to be higher, but got to be belt high for the bounce pass.
Baldwin crosses over, kicks it left wing for Bluth. Catch and shoot, long 2. Air ball hard, backside rebound by Baldwin. Saves it into Ajak. She'll go out to Karchner. Up top, Moctezuma for the straightaway 3. Out the glass, no good. Rebound down the lane for Taylor Janes. Cyrus calls out the offensive set for Kanab. High to Janes, looking down the lane for Little, gets it to her. Quick drop step to the left side, score it. Little with 10.
That drop step is absolutely devastating for a player. It kind of clears some space, allows her to go, but she's done that now twice, once left, once right.
Back to a 9-point lead, ties the largest lead of the game for Kanab. Baldwin crosses, now goes off the screen, reverses, hands off to Karchner, steps to her left for 3, knocks it down. Sammy Karchner with 13.
Yeah, third three-pointer of the game, and her last game as a Draper APA Eagle. Shooting well.
Yeah, she's tough. Up top with it is Cyrus. On the volleyball line. Goes left wing to Bateman. Skip pass right side for Cyrus, looking to drive in, gets stripped on the way up, and a foul called on the drive will go against Haven Cyrus.
Yeah, Baldwin did a really nice job of moving the feet, cutting off the angle, and made it kind of an easy call.
Just lowered the shoulder into her.
It was.
Glazier, Castino into the game along with Dea, and it'll be Gilbert, Cyrus, and Janes that come out. Also coming back into the game for Draper is Yasmina Klebik as Ajak checks out. 3:38 to go in the first half. 6-point Kanab lead, 21-15. Right wing Klebik, she'll take the 3. Off the glass, didn't draw iron. Backside rebound tipped into the corner. Bateman runs it down for Kanab. Able to get it out to Dea. Now Glazier up the floor to Castino. Steps into a transition 3, nails it. Casey Castino with the triple.
Yeah, that's some confidence from the freshman. That was in transition, turns and fires.
Back to a 9-point Kanab lead. Now Baldwin drives right side, puts up the runner. No good off the rim, but a foul called as Riley Little came down on top of her.
Yeah, good call. I think she went up for the shot. Baldwin put it up early and just landed right on Lala.
First foul on Little. First free throws of the game for Baldwin, and she still looks for her first points with 3 minutes left in the first half. Got the first one.
Kind of crazy for a girl that averages, in the 20s. But this defense that Kanab plays is so tough.
Yeah. Made the first one. And misses the second one. Karchner the offensive rebound. Down the lane she goes. Klebik up top to Moctezuma. Left side high to Baldwin to the wing to Bluth. She'll skip it for Moctezuma. And now she hands to Baldwin. Right wing Klebik. Looking for Karchner. A little bit late on the pass. Karchner goes to the floor to gather it. It'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow gives it to Kanab.
Yeah, just too many Kanab Cowboys on the baseline for that pass. And there was a low pass also, so it creates the turnover.
Archuleta into the game for Klebik for the Eagles.
So the possession arrow wasn't working.
Oh, yeah.
And so he pounded on the top, and then it started working again.
Just like an old TV, right?
It is.
On the volleyball line is Glazier. Bounces to the junction to Castino. Flare screen back to Glazier. Into the corner to Dea. Left open. She'll take the 3. Knocks it down. Sydney Dea with 6 off the bench.
Yeah, another 3 for Dea also. So she's got 2 as well for the Kanab Cowboys. That's 5 3-pointers in the half.
11-point lead now. Up top, Karchner. Deep 3 on the way. In and out. High rebound. Little has it. Down the floor for Glazier. Left side to Bateman. Pumps on the shot, steps to her left, not there, skips it to Dea. Dea drives baseline, got cut off, bounces across, and Baldwin takes it away.
Yeah, Baldwin saw the intended pass, hopped the lane.
Up the floor to Moctezuma. Hands off to Bluth. She'll step into a three from the left wing. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped. Moctezuma has it, drives baseline. Scoop and score on the left side for Vanessa Moctezuma's first points.
Yeah, Vanessa did a good job of just maintaining the ball. She got it on that left side and saw the lane, finished it with the layup.
1:40 to go in the half. 27-18 your score. 9-point lead. Left side high, Bateman pumps on the shot. Dribbles to the middle. Right side high goes. Into the short corner for three for Glazier. Off the backboard, no good. Rebound by Little. Up top to Bateman for the straightaway three. Nothing but net. Savannah Bateman with 9.
Good heavens. That is the fourth three-pointer. She's got 15 in the game. Is that 15? Yep, 15.
Now with it is Karchner. Crosses over, backs out. She'll step into a three. In and out. Rebound by Archuleta.
12 for Bateman, right?
9.
9.
Yeah, up top with it. Straightaway three, Bluth. Bluth knocks down the triple. Her first points.
It is raining threes here at the Sevier Valley Center.
Back to a 9-point lead. Up top with it is Castano. Down the lane to Little. Spins. Blocked on the shot by Karchner, and Baldwin has it.
Yeah, good play by Karchner.
Up the floor comes Baldwin. Drives the lane. Slices through 4 defenders. Scoop and score with the right hand.
She had to put some English on that layup to get it to go in as she was going to her right and spun it back up and in over the rim.
1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Little with it, spins, gets cut off, got Karchner in the air, puts the shot off the back of the rim, no good. Karchner the rebound. 20 seconds to go in the half. 7-point Kanab lead, 30-23. Right side high, Baldwin. She's able to get past Dea, puts up the runner over Little, no good off the back of the rim. Little the rebound. The pass is stolen by Moctezuma for the left side lay-in.
Just sneaky as Vanessa just stands there and Moctezuma in for the layup. That was exactly the same as the last time she scored.
That's going to be how the first half comes to an end. It's a 5-point ball game after Kanab led by 12. Draper APA cuts into it. We've got your Jones and Mill Engineering halftime show coming up next. It's Kanab 30, Draper APA 25 in this 2A girls third place game on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
For super low prices and weekly specials, stop by Kane County's full-service grocer, Glazier's Family Market in Kanab. Not only do they have the highest standard of customer service and the friendliest checkers in Utah, but they also have these great deals going on now. 8-ounce select mushrooms, 2 for $5. Boneless beef cross rib roast, $5.99 per pound. Bar S 16-ounce beef franks for $4.49. CT Bakery 9-count select filled donuts for $6.49. And Haagen-Dazs select yogurt, 2 for $3. For guaranteed freshness and short lines, visit Glazier's Family Market in Kanab.
You won't believe what the soda fountain serves at Kanab Drug. Groves of people are touting their new delicious hot paninis, deli sandwiches, wraps, and of course soothing smoothies, shakes, malts, cones, sundaes, and sodas. Kanab Drug Soda Fountain is open until 10 p.m. featuring a fabulous outdoor patio with games. Browse Kanab Drug's unique toys, games, and gifts, or take advantage of their full-service pharmacy that offers drive-through service with a friendly, helpful staff. Since 1916, Kanab Drug in Kanab. Visit them on Facebook or go to KanabUnitedDrug.com.
State Bank of Southern Utah is not just another bank. We are your neighbors, your friends, and your local financial partners, interested in building long-term relationships.
When you choose State Bank, you invest in our community. Your money stays here and is reinvested in friends and family, building Southern Utah.
Each one of our 17 branches is staffed and ready to serve you.
Come and experience the difference of true community banking at State Bank of Southern Utah.
For enjoyable Western dining, there's only one stop in Southern Utah, Houston's Trails Inn Restaurant in Kanab. Stop in for their special chicken fried steak with Bob's homemade country gravy and delicious Western entrees. They also offer takeout. Just call 644-2488. That's 644-2488. Houston's Trails Inn features remote site catering. Anywhere, anytime, anyplace. Just phone 435-899-2140. So make plans to stop by Houston's Trails Inn restaurant and mobile catering in Kanab, where the waitresses wear guns on their hips and a smile on their lips.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the Sevier Valley Center. Robert Lovell with you alongside Scott Langford on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live powered by Centracom and KSL Sports. At the half, it is Kanab 30, Draper APA 25 in this 2A girls third place game. This is the Jones Intermill Engineering halftime show, supporting local programs and academic and athletic achievements, building relationships, and working passionately as a winning combination with Jones and DeMille Engineering. And Scott, your takeaway from this first half?
Well, I think it's a good first half. These two teams playing pretty well. It's interesting because there's been some inside play, but what's been impressive is the outside shooting has been, sensational with Savannah Bateman on the one side and then Samantha Karshner on the other, and then other players knocking down threes also. There's been a lot of them in this first half.
Take a look at the first half stats here for these two teams. First off, for Kanab as they have the halftime lead. As he's got 11 down for Bateman. I think it should just be 9, though, for Bateman and 10 for Little as opposed to 8. Is that what you have?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, so 9 for Bateman in this first half. And for 3 rebounds as well for Bateman with those 3 3-pointers. And then 10 for Riley Little with 8 rebounds. She has 2 assists to go along with it. 6 points for Sydney Dea off the bench. 3 points for Casey Castino. And 2 points for Emily Gilberg for Kanab, as they shoot 42% from the floor, 40% from 3,
wow,
and then 2 for 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, 6 threes. So what were they, 6 out of what? 6 out of
15.
6 out of 15. So, I mean, that's pretty good. That's a great percentage. You'll take that in high school basketball.
Yeah. Then looking at the stats for Draper APA, they're led by Sammy Karchner, 13 points. She has 3 3-pointers with 4 rebounds and 2 blocks. 4 points for Vanessa Moctezuma for the Eagles. She has 2 rebounds to go along with it. 3 points from Bailey Bluth. And 3 points as well from Lala Baldwin in this first half. And then 2 points from Ammon Ajak for Draper. They're shooting just 31% from the floor, 25% from 3, but 75% 3 for 4 from the free throw line.
Right, and what a great job Kanab has done on Lala Baldwin. Averages 22 points a game almost. And, boy, they have not let her have any space whatsoever. She's had to earn every time she's driven, and just tight defense by the Cowboys.
Rebound battle is currently being won by Kanab, 19-12 and 8-7 on the offensive glass.
Yeah, that's really tough. 19-12 is just more opportunities for the Cowboys and less for Draper. What was the shot difference?
Kanab took 26 shots, 29 for Draper, actually. Okay. Turnovers a factor there, 5 for Draper APA compared to 8 for Kanab.
Okay, so that's kind of the evener.
Yep. But that's a lot. 15 combined offensive rebounds. That's a lot of rebounds.
It's a lot. It's a lot for a game.
And so there's looking at your first half stats as we get ready for the second half here. Scott, any keys you see for these two teams?
I think it's going to be about the same thing. It's just they've got to find a way to get Lala Baldwin going if we're talking about Draper APA. She has got to have some shots, some screens, and she's got to be able to get open. For the Kanab Cowboys, I think it's just business as usual. Get an inside-out game. You've got great shooting on the perimeter with not just Savannah Bateman, but also with other players. And I think that inside-out game for Kanab might be too much for Draper APA.
Yeah, we'll watch to see, but a great comeback right there by Draper.
Yeah.
And we talked about turnovers, as that's hurt Kanab this season. And it hurt him right there late in the second quarter, as that allowed Draper to close that 12-point gap down to 5.
Yeah, no, we've got ourselves a ball game, and so it's going to be an interesting to see the changes that both coaches make.
Yeah. So once again, this is the Jones Intermill Engineering halftime show. We'll take a break and come back and get you ready for the second half next. As Jones and Mill Engineering, from slam dunks to buzzer beaters, the Jones and Mill Engineering team is here to help you tackle the toughest infrastructure issues. That's Jones and Mill Engineering. At the half, Kanab 30, Draper APA 25 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Shop Lumber Plus True Value for great bargains of the month. From must-have essentials to everyday favorites, check out these unbeatable savings happening now. Upgrade your toolkit with the DeWalt 34-piece SAE metric socket set for $35.99. Looking to start your next paint project? Pick up a 3-pack of Purdy roller covers for just $8.99. Lastly, keep paint off unwanted surfaces with Scotch Blue's original multi-service painter's tape for only $3.99. Get these bargains of the month while supplies last at Lumber Plus True Value in Kanab.
Honey's Marketplace invites you to experience their refreshing variety and signature items. Honey's Marketplace features a wide selection of camping supplies, a garden nursery, and fresh floral department. Experience fresh-baked artisan breads and pastries in their bakery. Check out their great cut fruit program with wonderful fresh-cut fruit daily. And everyone loves Honey's famous talking truck, Rusty. Get all this with the hometown service you deserve. Fresh, friendly, and close to home. Honey's Marketplace, 260 East, 300 South in Kanab.
Zion's Way Home Health and Hospice in Kanab offers both home health care and hospice care to those in need. Their home health team is dedicated to providing the best possible recovery, while their hospice care team provides compassionate professionals who will coordinate care with the physicians of the patient's choice in order to address all of their emotional, physical, and spiritual needs. With Zion's Way Home Health, individuals can rest assured that they will be receiving the highest quality of care. Call 435-644-3322 for more information.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Jones and DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they provide value beyond the project, creating places where people live, work, and thrive. For over 40 years, they've proudly served our communities, enhancing lives through their work. Join their team and become a dedicated community improvement leader. Whether you're an engineer or just love infrastructure, they invite you to seek a career with them. Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. On our website, you're not going to wade through a bunch of unrelated content. You bring up TeamHive.live and you're just going to find a lot of high school sports and events. We've created tools that make it super easy for you to create events and stream to our site. And if you ever need help with anything, you can give me a call. So I want to invite your school to join the team. If you're a Utah high school, you can stream live on TeamHive. That's TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the Sevier Valley Center. Robert Lovell with you alongside Scott Langford as we get ready for the second half. 30-25 your score. Scott, what do you expect to see now here in the final 16 minutes of this girls' third place game?
I expect a spirited contest. You know, I mean, one of these teams gets to end their season with a win. And, you know, though they might have, you know, wanted first or second, I think third's a pretty good opportunity. So I think that hard defense, I think shooting will continue to be the premium, and the team that shoots better is going to win. But if Kanab gets the inside-outside game going, I like their chances. And then with Draper APA, they've got to get Lala Baldwin going.
It'll be Draper APA basketball to start this second half.
And immediately tight defense on Baldwin.
Yeah. And a foul going to be called on Emily Gilbert to start things off as she got a little push off.
Yeah, and Baldwin kind of sold it and made sure that he had to call it, because either had to call her for going out of bounds or call the foul.
On the floor for Draper APA for the five starters, as you got Baldwin, Karchner, Bluth, and Moctezuma, and then Archuleta starting the second half instead of Ajak. Archuleta for three, no good off the back of the rim, rebound to Gilberg. Starters are out there as well for Kanab: Gilberg, Syrup, Janes, Little, and Bateman. Gilberg dribbles in and she traveled.
Yeah, just one more. She needed one more space for Bateman. Bateman knocks down another three from outside just for fun.
7:38 to go in the third quarter. 5-point Kanab lead. Third and fourth place game here at the Sevier Valley Center. Baldwin off the screen by Karchner. Steps into a straightaway three. Deep three off the rim, no good. Bateman the rebound for Kanab. Up the floor she comes to Gilbert. Tries to cross the lane to Little. Baldwin knocks it away, and Baldwin gets the steal, and Little will be called for the foul.
Yeah, Baldwin just a heads-up play as she watched that come and was able to knock it down and get the steal. Second foul on Little.
So Baldwin will bring it up now for Draper APA. Off the screen, pick and roll now to Karchner, pumps in the shot, dribbles left side, got cut off to the corner to Moctezuma for three, nails it. Vanessa Moctezuma with 7, and it's a 2-point game, and Coach Glover wants to talk about it. 6:59 to go in the third quarter in this 2A girls third place game. It's at Kanab 30, Draper APA 28 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
The Kane County School District is proud to serve students and parents in Kane County while making it a priority to focus on every student every day. Kane County School District makes it easy and convenient to find information about local schools, the district calendar, announcements, Board of Education minutes, as well as your students' grades and attendance, all at kanek12.org. That's kanek12.org. You can also follow the Kane County School District on Facebook. Rigor, Relationships, Relevance. The Kane County School District.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
So we come back out of that timeout. They did change that 3 by Moctezuma to a 2, so she now has 6 points. It's a 3-point game, 30-27. Kanab leading. They try to go inside for Bateman, and Janes overthrows her out of bounds. Yeah. 3 turnovers for Kanab to start this quarter.
Yeah, we talked about turnovers being a problem, and definitely not 3 good possessions.
Yeah. Up the floor comes Baldwin. Deep 3 on the way, short off the rim, high rebound. Janes has it for Kanab. Picks up her dribble, now hands off to Syrat in the backcourt. She'll bring it across the timeline. She'll back out as they set up the offense. Trying to direct traffic is Syrat. Right side high now to Gilbert. Bounces in for Little, guarded by Karchner. Kicks it back to the wing to Syrat. Drives baseline, puts the runner off the bottom of the backboard, no good. Karchner the rebound.
Yeah, good defense. Kept that drive deep.
Baldwin lost the handle on it. Ball's loose. It's still on the ground. Eventually, Gilbert will pick it up for Kanab. And gets it ahead to Syrat. Skips it left side to Bateman. Into the right corner to Janes. She'll set for 3. Off the rim, no good. Syrat the offensive rebound. Lost the handle. Picked up by Janes in the baseline. Moctezuma rips it out of her hands.
Yeah, I think that's a good description. She ripped it out of her hands and gets it back to Baldwin.
Remains a 3-point Kanab lead. 5:41 to go in the third quarter. Baldwin off the screen. Bounces right corner to Archuleta. Driving baseline. Tries to pass it out. Ball gets knocked out of bounds off of Kanab. So Draper basketball on the baseline. Castano and Daya into the game for Kanab as Janes and Gilbert check out.
Savannah Bateman hit the ground pretty hard and was landed on afterwards.
Appears to be okay.
Yeah.
Baldwin lobs in for Karchner. Tried to go underneath. Blocked out of bounds by Riley Little.
They exchanged kind of a little hug. And, yeah, she served that one up, didn't she? She put it up there, and Riley Little said, oh, no, that one's going out. And it did.
Ajak into the game for Archuleta, now for Draper. Bluth right side high. Bounces up top to Karchner. Knocked away by Bateman, but it goes right to Baldwin. Baldwin off the screen. Backs out. Going to drive into the left hand. Short corner to Ajak. Long 2 at the buzzer on the shot clock. Missed it short. And the rebound goes to Bateman. Knocked out of bounds on the way up. And it'll be Kanab basketball on the far sideline as Baldwin knocked it away.
Yeah, good hands by Baldwin. Just couldn't quite keep it from going out of bounds.
Across the timeline now comes Syrat. Picks up her dribble. Hands it off to Daya. Daya off the screen by Castano. Kicks it out to Bateman. She'll launch the 3 with a hand in her face. At the back of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped up, and Little has it. She'll dribble right side. Puts it up against Ajak. Counted on the foul. Riley Little with 12 and a chance to make it 13.
Yeah, I like what Riley Little did that time. Riley stopped and saw that the position wasn't there for Ajax and aggressively went up to the bucket, scores it, gets the foul.
First foul on Ajax, first team foul. First points of the second half for Kanab, and Little gets the and one as well. She has 13. Back to a 6-point Kanab lead. Baldwin, Euro step, kicks it left wing to Bluth for three. Knocks it down. Bailey Bluth with a triple. She has 6.
Yeah, how about Bluth? She's taken some shots, been close on a few. Now she's knocked down a couple.
Back to a one-possession, 3-point game. Left side, Syrett hands it off to Bateman. Pumps in the shot, works her way around the perimeter. Goes to Dea. Into the corner to Syrett. On the right side, going to drive baseline. Gets inside, puts it up, and got it to go. What a finish for Haven Syrett's first points.
How in the world did she get that to go in? As she might have even been fouled, but she had to bring that back behind her head and float it over the rim.
Reaching foul going to be called on Sydney Dea as kind of a hesitation dribble by Baldwin, and Dea just didn't give ground.
Yeah, she didn't.
Didn't bite.
She did not.
So if that's the third on Dea, third team foul on Kanab. I think if she wouldn't have extended the arm, Dea, I think it would have been a charge.
I think for sure.
Left wing Ajax. Hands off to Bluth. Bounces out for Baldwin. Takes the call from Coach Baldwin on the sideline. Goes right side high to Moctezuma. Hands off up top to Ajax. They're running Karchner to the wing. She'll rise for three. Going to be an air ball. Baldwin underneath. Had the rebound. Ball knocked away by Little. And Little has it for Kanab. She'll lob up ahead for Syrett as she runs through Moctezuma, who hits the floor. Shovels it out to Dea. Pumps on the shot. Got cut off on the dribble drive. Backs out. Skips it for Bateman. But Karchner jumps the passing lane, and Bateman will be called for the foul.
Yeah, both. It looked like it was going to be a 50-50 ball, but Karchner did a good job of taking one step forward, and then that took the angle away from Savannah Bateman.
Gilbert into the game for Dea. Fourth team foul on Kanab, but 3:31 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, that could be trouble. Kanab still only 5 points in the quarter.
Across the timeline comes Baldwin. Off the screen, working her way left side down the lane, got ahead of steam, puts it up, no good off the glass. Wanted a foul call, didn't get it. Little the rebound, but she throws it away as Bluth gets the steal. She misses the layup. Baldwin with the putback on the backside.
Yeah, how about the hustle by Draper APA, and they'll call a timeout.
3:04 to go in the third quarter. We'll take it. Kanab 35, Draper APA 32 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the Sevier Valley Center as we come out of that timeout. 3-point Kanab lead with the basketball. 3:04 to go in the third quarter. Full court pressure now by the Eagles. Castino to Syrett. Syrett lobs ahead for Little. Little gets it across the timeline to Bateman. Transition three from the left wing. Off the rim, no good. Little the rebound. Spins into the lane. One dribble, put it up, round the rim, and drops it in. Riley Little with 15.
Boy, Riley Little, super athletic move as she had to stop and drop step and make that over top of the players. Great play.
Left wing Bluth, hands off to Moctezuma. Right side high now, Karchner. Fake right, looking to drive left, goes to the wing to Bluth. Bluth works her way around to the pass to Baldwin. Takes a bump by Gilbert, creates some space, puts it up, no good off the back of the rim. Gilbert the rebound for Kanab. Now Baldwin, you can tell, frustrated right here.
I was waiting for the foul, were you?
She took a couple swipes, just couldn't quite make contact.
She did.
Left wing, Bateman for three, in and out. Little the rebound, back up, off the glass and in. Little with 17.
Yeah, Riley Little, what balance as she reaches out over the other player, grabs it, pulls it back, and immediately back up and in for the score.
7-point Cowboy lead, under 2 to go in the third quarter. Baldwin, she'll take the deep three, off the rim, no good. Backside rebound, Castino.
And you can say that, that's a bad shot, not for Baldwin. She can make that.
Yeah.
She has that range.
Castino, out to Syrett on the S. Right wing Gilbert. Hands it off back to Castino. Up top now to Bateman. Looking for Little. They get it to her high on the right side. Gonna dribble in against Ajax. Kicks it back out to Castano. To the wing to Bateman. Pumps. Drives baseline underneath. Gets the layup to go with the right hand on the left side.
Yeah, that was a great move by Bateman. And I really like what she did. She just had enough space where she breaches back up and in for the layup.
Up top, Karshner. Deep three for her on the way. Short off the rim. Little the rebound. Syra brings it up. Pressure coming. Picks up her dribble, and a foul's going to be called. Booth ends up reaching in from behind.
I think the first time was a little bit clean as they got the ball. The second time, definitely not.
Glazier and Janes into the game for Syra and Little. Ajax and Baldwin come out of the game as Klebeck and Archuleta come in for Draper.
It's kind of a big time in the game, 9-point lead.
Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Janes with it. Nothing backdoor. Passes out for Glazier a little too high, and Moctezuma tips it away, but Glazier will run it down in the backcourt. Up ahead to Castano. Goes off the screen by James. Tries to lob in, taken away by Karchner. Karchner the other way. On the right side, creates some space and wave it off. Foul going to be called on the ground on Emily Gilbert. That will send Karchner, though, to the line to shoot 2 on the 15th foul.
Yeah, definitely not set on the play. Karchner, leads the break and ends up with the foul. Karchner 2 for 2 from the line. No points in this third quarter.
Yeah, 13 points in the first half. First free throw here, got it. Nearly goes 7.5 minutes before scoring here in the second half, but does knock down that free throw.
Yeah, all the hot shooting in the first half we haven't seen in the second.
No. Been a lot of Riley Little underneath.
It has.
Second free throw from Karchner is good. She has 15. It's a 7-point game, 41-34 your score. 32 seconds to go in the third quarter. Castano brings it up for Kanab. Goes left side high to Bateman. Back out to Castano. Right side high, Glazier. Picks up her dribble. Comes down to Bateman. Shot clock turned off. 17 seconds to go in the third. Glazier with it. Guarded tight by Moctezuma. Dribbles left side. Spins against the pressure. Picks up her dribble. Comes left wing to Bateman. Bateman thought about it. Now skips it right side for Janes. Makes a nice catch. Drives in. Scoop with the right hand. No good, but free throws coming for Taylor Janes with less than a second on the clock.
Yeah, smart move for Taylor as she saw that her defender went past trying for the steal, and it gave her the open lane to the basket.
Foul on Moctezuma as her first, third team foul. First free throws of the game for Janes. She's looking for her first points. Gets the first one.
There's one.
Second free throw, good.
Jane's first 2 points.
And that'll be how the third quarter comes to an end. So through 3, it is Kanab 43, Draper APA 34 in this 2A girls third place game. Your final 8 minutes when we come back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
For super low prices and weekly specials, stop by Kane County's full-service grocer, Glazier's Family Market in Kanab. Not only do they have the Stage Stop convenience store, but dine at Blue Taco with BOGO Tuesday. Buy any one Blue Taco item, get one free. Check out these specials. Super sweet Cara oranges, 99 cents per pound. Boneless pork tenderloins, $2.49 a pound. Casserole Select cheese, 2 for $4. Glazier's 2-count soup bowls, $1.49 each. And Food Club Select garlic bread for $2.99. For more savings, visit glaziersmarket.com.
You won't believe what the soda fountain serves at Kanab Drug. Groves of people are touting their new delicious hot paninis, deli sandwiches, wraps, and of course soothing smoothies, shakes, malts, cones, sundaes, and sodas. Kanab Drug Soda Fountain is open until 10 p.m. featuring a fabulous outdoor patio with games. Browse Kanab Drug's unique toys, games, and gifts, or take advantage of their full-service pharmacy that offers drive-through service with a friendly, helpful staff. Since 1916, Kanab Drug in Kanab. Visit them on Facebook or go to KanabUnitedDrug.com.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
So 9-point Kanab lead as we come into the final 8 minutes of this 2A girls third place game. And it'll be Kanab basketball. What do you think here in the next 8 minutes, Scott?
We're going to see, who's going to dig down and finish it up.
Yeah.
Who really wants it, and we'll see how the intensity is.
Syra with it, high left side. Comes out to Daya. Lobs in for Little, guarded by Karchner, spins against her, put it up over the top, got it to go. Riley Little with 19 to lead all scores.
Yeah, Karchner played that actually quite well. I just don't know what you do with Riley Little. Great offensive move.
Karchner across the timeline. Comes right side high to Bluth. And a foul going to be away from the ball on Sydney Daya. That will be her fourth.
Yeah, that's 4 on there.
First team foul. Amin Ajak into the game for someone. For Bluth.
No 6 on the floor.
7:35 to go in the game. Right side high with it is Archuleta. Hands off on the wing to Ajak. Up top, Karchner. Left side high to Baldwin. Guarded by Daya. Comes off the screen. Hedged nicely by Janes. Now Daya picks it up. Baldwin drives. Kicks it short corner. They kick it back out to Archuleta. Hands to Ajak on the wing. Left side high, Karchner. Guarded by Janes. Looking to drive left. Lost the basketball as the Little was getting in position. They're going to keep it with Draper APA.
I thought that might have gone actually. I thought Janes actually knocked that off of Karchner's leg, but doesn't look like it.
Nope. Bluth will come into the game for Archuleta for Draper. Baldwin to inbound. Gets an Ajak on the right junction. Up top to Bluth. One dribble. Picks it up. Looks for some help. Goes left side to Moctezuma. She'll drive into the left hand. All the way to the rim. Wave it off. Nope. 2 free throws coming as she misses the shot, but draws the foul on Haven Syret.
How about Moctezuma challenging Riley Little as she went in and put it up right over Riley.
Moctezuma has 6 in the game.
Just a junior.
First free throw. In and out.
Draper APA 5 out of 6 from the free throw line by my count. I don't know if you have the same.
Before that miss, yes.
Okay. So 5 out of 7, 5 out of 8.
And she misses that one. Rebound by Little.
And I've got Kanab 5 for 5. Is that right?
Yeah. Left side high with it is Syret. Lobs right side to Daya. Picks up her dribble, bounces right junction for Little. Looking back door, not there. Instead goes to Syret for the open 3 and knocks it down. Haven Syret with 5.
Yeah, that looked good from the start. That was straight away from our position. A great shot by Syret.
The largest lead is now 14 for Kanab. 48-34, 6.5 to go in this third place game. Driving baseline is Baldwin. Nice pass down the lane for Karchner. She fades away, misses the shot. Rebound Little. And now Syret reverses against Baldwin, who came into her tight. Bounces it high left side to Janes. James dribbles in, goes to the corner to Bateman. She'll rise for 3. Off the rim, no good. Karchner the rebound. Down the floor for Baldwin. It's a foot race, and Syret wins the race. Draper turnover. Lob up ahead for Bateman, but Bateman was at her back, turned out of bounds and goes, so Kanab gives it right back.
Yeah, a little sloppy on the passing. Both ways.
I might have missed some, but I've
turnovers.
got Kanab 15 turnovers, 7 for Draper is all.
Yeah.
But Draper, despite that, unable to close this gap. Moctezuma is going to be whistled for traveling. Needed one extra step to get underneath Little.
I was going to say, I would take one extra too. I wouldn't. There's no way I would just stop at 2 there. I think Little's going to put that one back out if you go up with it.
Syret brings it across the timeline, guarded by Moctezuma. Left side high to Janes. Down the lane for Little, spins to her left, puts it up, off the glass, falls off the rim, rebound Karchner. Now Baldwin brings it down the floor for the Eagles. She'll hand it off to Bluth. Right wing Moctezuma. Up top Ajak. She'll take the 3, off the rim, no good. Long rebound, out of bounds it goes, Kanab basketball.
Yeah, a little flat on the shot for Ajak.
Archuleta into the game for Moctezuma. Syret will bring it up the floor for the Lady Cowboys. 5:15 to go in the game, leading by 14. 48-34 over Draper APA in this third place game. Syret to Janes. Down the lane looking for Little. Makes the catch in traffic. Puts it up. No good. Follows her shot, but Karchner has the rebound for the Eagles.
Yeah, Karchner does a good job maintaining contact. Tipped it up to herself away from Little. Able to come up with the board.
Across the timeline now comes Baldwin. Poked away by Daya. Ball's loose. She's able to tap it over to Bluth. Right side high, Karchner. Fake left, looking to drive right. And Janes just came into her with the body.
Yeah, just riding the hip. And so kept Karchner from able to make that full turn around the corner.
First foul on Janes, third team foul on Kanab this quarter with 4:45 to go. Inbounding is Baldwin. Throw it out for Archuleta on the left wing. Up top to Bluth. Bluth steps into a three, partially blocked by Bateman, rebound by Little. Able to get it out to Syrat. She'll bring it up the floor. Syrat on the Snow College S. Left side high, Bateman. Into the corner it goes to Daya. Pumps, looking to drive baseline. Gets cut off, comes back out to Bateman. Sets for three. Off the back of the rim, no good. Long rebound, and Bateman runs it down for Kanab. Syrat will take it to set up the offense. Right side high to Little. Up top, Daya. Couple of dribbles, gets it back to Little. Little curls in the lane, got cut off. Up top to Syrat. She'll drive right side. Lost the handle out of bounds. Draper basketball.
Yeah, credit Archuleta, slipping over to the side, and it made Syrat actually adjust her dribble. Lost control.
Glazier and Castano into the game for Kanab. Syrat will come out along with Janes. Get a round of applause. Pass comes into Baldwin and threw it off the mark from Karchner. Out of bounds it goes. It'll be Kanab basketball underneath.
Yeah, Baldwin kind of broke up floor just a little bit, and the ball just stayed a little bit behind. She couldn't track it down.
So Glazier to inbound underneath now for Kanab as they go too low, too high. Passing to Castano, quick catch and shoot from 10 feet, no good. Rebound tipped. Daya has it for Kanab. She'll back out, skips it right wing to Bateman. She'll set for three. Nothing but net. Savannah Bateman with 14.
Now that one, Bateman actually had a chance to set up, and nothing but net.
17-point Kanab lead. Karchner driving left. Got cut off, passes out to Ajak. 15-footer on the baseline, no good. Rebound, battled for. Bateman has it and draws the foul on Amin Ajak.
Yeah, Ajak turns, didn't really see Bateman there, and just there's a small collision. She picks up the foul.
So inbounding on the near side will be Castano. 3:30 to go in the game, 17-point Cowboy lead. Glazier up the floor to Castano. Nothing back door. Comes out to Bateman up top, guarded by Archuleta. Left wing back to Castano. One dribble bounces to Daya. Pumps. Dribbles into the left hand, goes back to Castano. 15 seconds from the shot clock. Dribbles middle, out to Glazier. Right corner to Daya. Pumps. Got Baldwin to fly by, drives in, puts up the runner. No good, but free throws coming for Sydney Daya.
Yeah, that was a nice move as she got past the initial defender and was able to get, I think, Baldwin off her feet and draw the foul.
Yep, third foul on Baldwin, second team foul on Draper. First free throw from Daya. Off the rim, no good.
That's the first miss for Kanab. So now 5 for 6.
Second free throw for Daya is good. Got the bounce. She has 7 off the bench. And Emily Gilbert will come into the game for Kanab for Sydney Daya.
Draper APA took off.
So Daya will leave with 3:06 to go in the game. Up the floor comes Baldwin. Guarded by Gilbert. Goes right wing to Ajak. Drops it at the ankles of Karchner. Gets it up top to Bluth. Left side high Archuleta. Skips it right side through the hands of Ajak. Out of bounds it goes. Kanab ball.
A little bit of distraction. The set wasn't very effective as Bluth and Ajak at the same time. I think there was some distraction with Bluth jumping in front of Ajak. Just as she went to her spot.
Moctezuma into the game for Baldwin. 2:45 to go. 52-34. 18-point Cowboy lead. Glazier up top. Tries to fake the handoff and cross it over. Knocked away, though, by Archuleta. It's on the ground, a jump ball, and they'll give it to Draper APA.
Yeah, Moctezuma just covered up. She was surrounded by 2 Kanab players.
Going to bring Baldwin right back into the game for Candace Archuleta.
Archuleta, one of the seniors, too. So you've got Karchner, Baldwin, Archuleta, and Nunez, who are seniors for Draper APA.
Up the floor comes Baldwin. To the wing to Karchner for 3 on the way. Off the rim, no good. Backside rebound, Castano. Up the floor she comes. Right side high to Gilbert. Tried to go down the lane. Ball got tipped, but it goes right to Bateman in the corner for 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Long rebound, out of bounds. Draper basketball. 2:14 to go in the game.
These Kanab seniors are effective too. Bateman, Janes, Gilbert, and Syrat.
Yeah.
Good group.
Right side high with it. Baldwin crosses over, puts up the runner down the lane as she fades away. No good. Rebound Castino.
Gilbert did a good job of fading on that and not drawing the contact.
Up the floor to Gilbert. Open three from the corner. Short off the rim. Gets her own rebound. Drives inside. Kicks it back out to Castino. One dribble. Kicks it out to the wing to Bateman. She'll launch the three. Nothing but net. Savannah Bateman with 17. And it's a 21-point Lady Cowboy lead.
Yeah, that's 5 threes. What a great way to, end a career.
Yeah. Moctezuma, backdoor cut for Karchner, who got free, puts up the runner as Little came out on her, missed it off the glass, and Little the rebound. Minute and a half to go in the game. Glazier works her way left side, hands it off to Bateman. She'll step back for three again, off the back of the rim, no good. Long rebound, Gilbert has it, drives the lane, scoop with the left hand, no good, but free throws coming for Emily Gilbert.
Gilbert's been the beneficiary of a few of those long rebounds on the offside.
Foul on Bailey Bluth, her third, team's third. So Gilbert at the free throw line. First free throw, short. Taylor Janes back in. Carson Cutler into the game for Kanab as Bateman and Little will leave to a round of applause from the Kanab faithful. And Sammy Karchner's going to leave the game as well. To a round of applause from the Eagles faithful.
Yeah, kind of a fun time to say thank you to some players who have spent a lot of time on the floor for these respective teams.
Baldwin comes out with her, so some hugs from their coaches as Gilbert makes the second free throw, and she's going to come out of the game as coming in as Taylor, I believe it's Taylor Kelly. They have 2:35 down. One of them's Melanie Glover.
Yep.
Up the floor comes Ajax. Go left side high. Jocelyn Spencer into the game for the first time for Draper APA, along with Yasmina Klebik, who came in for those two. Right side high with it. They go out to Bluth. Left open. She'll take the deep three. Off the rim, no good. And rebound goes to Kanab. Up the floor to Cutler. Cross down to Glazier. Under a minute to go in the game. 22-point lead. Left corner, Janes. She'll set for three. High arc, short off the rim. Rebound battled for, and Janes has it. Ball gets knocked free. She gathers it and hands off to Glazier. Going to go deeper on the benches at Kanab. Probably to get Janes out of there.
Yep.
Cutler backs out. Goes to the wing to Glazier. The timeout going to be called by Coach Glover. A high five to Carson Cutler. Really, it's just a timeout to get a sub in. So coming into the game for Kanab will be Cash Johnson, a senior as well.
Gives a chance for Taylor James to get a round of applause. I think that was the whole goal of it.
And Johnson, a senior for Kanab, will come into the game for the first time with 32 seconds to go, up 22.
It's been quite a run for the Kanab Cowboys these last 4 years.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, last
super
5
successful.
years.
Yeah, 5 years, really.
Yeah, because they've been to the last 4 state championships.
Yes, they have. I was thinking about these seniors who have played in the 3 state championship games leading up to this.
Yep.
And so they can be pretty proud of the 4 years they were part of a Kanab Cowboy program.
Yes, that's for sure. Johnson will inbound to Castino. 12 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Right wing Glazier with it. Into the corner. She'll come out to Castino. Up top to Cutler. Cutler dribbles left side down the lane. Takes the bump. Scoop with the left hand and score it. What a finish for Carson Cutler. Up the floor now comes Ajax. 13 seconds in the game. 58-34 Kanab. Bluth with it. Works her way up top with a handoff to Moctezuma. Out to Klebik. Down to 3 seconds. Bluth checks the clock. Down to 2. Deep straightaway 3. Off the front of the rim at the horn. And your final, Kanab 58, Draper APA 34, as the Cowboys hold the Eagles scoreless in the fourth quarter. And a 24-point Kanab win. Kanab will finish in third place in the 2A Girls State Tournament, while Draper APA finishes in fourth. We'll take the break and come back with your Sunrise Engineering postgame show next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
State Bank of Southern Utah is not just another bank. We are your neighbors, your friends, and your local financial partners, interested in building long-term relationships.
When you choose State Bank, you invest in our community. Your money stays here. and is reinvested in friends and family, building Southern Utah.
Each one of our 17 branches is staffed and ready to serve you.
Come and experience the difference of true community banking at State Bank of Southern Utah.
For enjoyable Western dining, there's only one stop in Southern Utah, Houston's Trails Inn Restaurant in Kanab. Stop in for their special chicken fried steak with Bob's homemade country gravy and delicious Western entrees. They also offer takeout. Just call 644-2488. That's 644-2488. Houston's Trails Inn features remote site catering. Anywhere, anytime, any place. Just phone 435-899-2140. So make plans to stop by Houston's Trails Inn Restaurant and mobile catering in Kanab, where the waitresses wear guns on their hips and a smile on their lips.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Shop Lumber Plus True Value for great bargains of the month. From must-have essentials to everyday favorites, check out these unbeatable savings happening now. Upgrade your toolkit with the DeWalt 34-piece SAE metric socket set for $35.99. Looking to start your next paint project? Pick up a 3-pack of Purdy roller covers for just $8.99. Lastly, keep paint off unwanted surfaces with Scotch Blue's original multi-service painter's tape for only $3.99. Get these bargains of the month while supplies last at Lumber Plus True Value in Kanab.
Honey's Marketplace invites you to experience their refreshing variety and signature items. Honey's Marketplace features a wide selection of camping supplies, a garden nursery, and fresh floral department. Experience fresh-baked artisan breads and pastries in their bakery. Check out their great cut fruit program with wonderful fresh-cut fruit daily. And everyone loves Honey's famous talking truck, Rusty. Get all this with the hometown service you deserve. Fresh, friendly, and close to home. Honey's Marketplace, 260 East, 300 South in Kanab.
Zion's Way Home Health and Hospice in Kanab offers both home health care and hospice care to those in need. Their home health team is dedicated to providing the best possible recovery, while their hospice care team provides compassionate professionals who will coordinate care with the physicians of the patient's choice in order to address all of their emotional, physical, and spiritual needs. With Zion's Way Home Health, individuals can rest assured that they will be receiving the highest quality of care. Call 435-644-3322 for more information.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the Sevier Valley Center as we come into the Sunrise Engineering post-game show, serving communities for over 40 years. Learn more at sunrise-eng.com as the Kanab Lady Cowboys finish in third place with a 58-34 win over Draper APA, who finishes in fourth. And Scott, your takeaway from this one?
I think Kanab did what Kanab does. They did a good job. They took Lala Baldwin out of the game. Samantha Karshman did a really good job of, being out. Karshner did a really good job of shooting from the outside, but they really didn't allow much offensive production for Draper APA. The defense was too good.
Yeah, and then again, 0 points in the fourth quarter for APA in this one.
Yep.
And let's take a look at our final stats. Again, we appreciate Brad James for providing these stats for us here today. First off, for Kanab, they are led by Riley Little, 19 points and 18 rebounds.
Wow. That's almost the double-double the double-double-double.
Yeah. 3 assists and 2 blocks in the game as well for Little. 17 points for Savannah Bateman with 5 3-pointers and 7 rebounds. And then 7 points for Sydney Dea with 2 rebounds. 5 points for Haven Silent with 5 rebounds in the game. 3 points for Emily Gilberg with 4 rebounds. 3 off the bench for Casey Castano with 4 rebounds. 2 points for Taylor Janes with 3 rebounds. And then 2 points as well for Carson Cutler with 2 assists for Kanab. They end up shooting 42% from the floor, 32% from 3, and 78% from the free throw line.
Yeah, those are all good field goal percentages for a team.
Yeah. And now for Draper APA in this one, Samantha Karchner finishes with a team-high 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 blocks and 2 steals for Karchner. 7 points for Bailey Bluth in the game. 7 points for Vanessa Moctezuma with 3 steals and 2 rebounds. And 2 points for, 3 points for Aaliyah Baldwin with 3 rebounds. And 2 points as well for Amin Ajak in the game for Draper APA. They shoot 24% from the floor, 18% from 3, and 63% from the free throw line.
Yeah, just a rough shooting. But you got to credit the Kanab defenses, especially the guards on the top. They didn't allow really much. They didn't allow open shots at all. The ones that were made were tough buckets.
Yes, they were. Rebound battle, as you would expect. I mean, even more than dominated by Kanab.
Yeah.
45-16.
Oh, my goodness. That is domination inside.
And you remember it was 8-7 on the offensive glass at half. It finishes 17-7.
Oh, my. So not even an offensive rebound in that second half.
Right.
It's crazy.
Wow. Turnovers, though, that one did favor Draper APA 18-10.
Yeah. And then, like you said, I think it's the Achilles heel all season long for the Kanab Cowboys.
And we say all season long, they lost 3 games, but...
Well, I know, but the standard of Kanab basketball is extremely high.
But that was, I think, part of what hurt them yesterday especially.
Sure.
Yep. But there you go. There's a look at the final stats here in this one as we wrap up our Sunrise Engineering postgame show here. Scott, any final thoughts?
No, it's been a fun season, and I think, we're down to 2 games, a championship game. I think tonight's going to be just a load of fun. These 2 games are very competitive. I think they're pick-em games. Any of the 4 teams can win. There's not one that's so dominant that you don't think, hey, they don't have a chance. This is going to be a lot of fun. This next game could be fun, too. Just depends how the teams come out. ALA, North Summit.
Yeah.
So 3 good basketball games left. It's been a quick season, but a real fun one.
Yes, it has. So that's going to pretty well do it for us, as once again it is Kanab with the win over Draper APA 58-34 to finish in 3rd place in the 2A Girls State Tournament. This has been the Sunrise Engineering postgame show. They're growing and they're hiring. Visit them at sunrise-eng.com to learn more. He's Scott Langford. I'm Robert Lovell. We'll step away from the radio for this next game and be back here in about 15 minutes from now. Tanner Wilkinson and Dustin Shakespeare will bring you the boys' 2A 3rd place game. And then on about 5 o'clock tonight with the 2A Girls State Championship, we're back on all 3 entities, the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports, about 4:35 with the pregame show for that 2A Girls State Championship, followed by the Boys State Championship here at the Sevier Valley Center. So we'll step away from the mics for about 15 minutes and be back for the boys' 2A 3rd place game next here from the Sevier Valley Center. Thanks for listening and watching on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
You've been listening to exciting high school basketball action on South Central Utah sports leaders, Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom Channel 10. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us next time for more exciting high school basketball action on Centricom Channel 10 and Mid-Utah Radio.